We just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, I'm going to do a little discussion on Destroyah. My last top 5 video, obviously I did my top 5 enemies for Godzilla, and a couple of people asking me why Destroyah's not up there. It's caused quite a controversy, which for some reason, quite a number of my videos have done lately. But it is what it is. And here's my reasoning. It's not that I don't think Destroyah is a tough enemy. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's the toughest. I don't think he ever was. Not even close. If I made a top 10 video, I might put him like at 8 or 9, the highest 7, maybe even 10. The reason is because, and I think what it is people look at it from a different perspective. Some people say, well, he fought Godzilla at his strongest. And then they follow that up by saying he took 3 or 4 of his spiral breaths, blah, 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 whatever, and Godzilla's atomic breath was at its strongest. That doesn't make him a tough enemy for Godzilla. That makes him durable. There's a difference. Durable means you can take a beating. I'll give him that. He's durable. Does it mean it's his toughest enemy? No. The second thing is Godzilla was not at his strongest. If anything, Godzilla was at his weakest. He was dying. The only thing strong about Godzilla was indeed his breath, which has no effect really on his, he breathes it out and that's that. That has nothing to do with his current physical condition, which in this case was a meltdown. I can't really see somebody being at their toughest when they're going through quite a bit of painful heartburn. So it's not that Destroyah is a bad monster. I think Destroyah looks great. I think his design is great. I think, he is a tough monster. He does have an assortment of weapons. But the other thing I tend to look at is, in the movie, during his second form, he had a short fight with Godzilla Jr., okay? And they had a fight, and he had Godzilla Jr. pinned down. He took a chunk out of his chest. You all remember this. And then Godzilla Jr., I'm referring to, blew his atomic breath and sent Destroyah flying and knocked him out for a good while before Destroyah finally came back as his third incarnation, his third form. So that's another thing I looked at. I said to myself, wow, this guy's supposed to be really tough, but he just got his ass whooped by Godzilla Jr. in one atomic hit. He did have Godzilla Jr. pinned down. He did take a chunk out of his chest, put a little bit of a beating on him, but one atomic breath sent him flying into a building and had him knocked out for a little while before he finally came back in his third form. Then, obviously, later, he took Godzilla Jr. and dumped him from the sky and pretty much killed him. So I look at things like that and I'm like, yeah, I can't really say that this guy is really tough because no Godzilla minor or child of Godzilla has ever really put a beating on another monster. As far as I can remember, Minya was pretty much a wuss. And he threw a couple of donuts out of his mouth, but even when he fought Gabra, he had to get Godzilla's help. So so Destroyah, I understand he's very popular. I know a lot of people like him. That's all fine and well. That's just how I see it. And I think that's how a lot of people who agree with me see it the same way. It's not that Godzilla was really not at his strongest. His breath has nothing to do with his physical condition. It's his weapon. And yes, his weapon was at its strongest, but he was still dying. Yes, Destroyah did take quite a number of shots from that breath, but that just makes Destroyah durable. That doesn't make him any stronger than any other kaiju that Godzilla's faced. So, and I'm not saying that this is going to sway anybody, but I'm trying to get people to understand why he wasn't up there. That's just how I see it, and apparently there's people out there who see it differently, and that's fine. You're more than entitled to that. But yeah, I don't see him as, maybe he can crack the top 10, and the highest I would ever see him is at 7. Definitely not a top 5 tough monster. I've seen monsters do worse to Godzilla than what he did. That's just what it comes down to. But again, he's a cool monster. He's a very unique design. He's got some great weapons. I know he was built from the Oxygen Destroyer. That's another thing people argue. To me, that's just, that doesn't mean shit. It really doesn't. He is not the Oxygen Destroyer. He was, I guess, born from it, if that's even possible, which they made it possible in the movie. But yeah, he was born from it. He is not the Oxygen Destroyer. So, but that's it. I just wanted to make that video and let you guys know that's kind of where I stand. And, I respect your opinions. For those of you who think he's the strongest or toughest he's ever faced, that's all fine and well. But I just respectfully disagree. I definitely don't think he's one of the strongest. Definitely a durable monster and tough in his own right, but not one of the top 5. Anyway, guys, that's it. That is it. This is Rob signing off for ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching ETN. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page. You're watching ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, I'm going to do a little discussion on Destroyah. My last top 5 video, obviously I did my top 5 enemies for Godzilla, and a couple of people asking me why Destroyah's not up there. It's caused quite a controversy, which for some reason quite a number of my videos have done lately. But it is what it is. And here's my reasoning. It's not that I don't think